What is up? Oh, let me make sure that you guys are looking at the right screen here because you are not looking at the right screen. Alrighty. What in the holy dog shit is going on here? Alright, you know what? We're just gonna read sponsors the old fashioned way. So let's knock these out real fast, everybody. Thank you guys for coming. I know it was a little bit later, kind of a goofy night. I will explain that here in a moment. But guys, I've been reading these two every week, and I got some new sponsors that are coming on. But I know you guys probably hear me read a bunch of these, and you're like, Gil, it's the same thing, and I get it. And I'm gonna try to switch up the reads, but I really do love both of these companies and what they stand for. It makes me proud to be affiliated with them, which I hope that they feel the same way about me. But first and foremost is going to be my rock. It's crazy to think I've been podcasting almost 5 years now, and I've been with this company the whole time. The whole time. And that is my friends over at Yellow Jacket. Guys, most of you know I'm a second generation HVAC technician. 20 plus years in the trade. I always think back to those days working with my dad that I cherish so much. My dad said your tools are an extension of yourself. If you buy quality tools and take care of them, they will take care of you. Most of the time, you only have to buy them once. Well, that brand I think back to is Yellow Jacket. They've been making quality products for 70 years and counting, making them right here in the US of A. If you're looking for quality tools you can depend on to get the job done, then look no further than Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket has been trusted by my family for generations now, and we don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Remember, 70 years of expertise built into every tool. Guys, they have some new stuff out that is badass. I cannot wait to get my hands on some of it. All of their vacuum pumps are awesome. I actually have a video I'm going to release soon that I'm actually messing with some of their vacuum pumps. I have their whole line here, so I've been messing with all of them. Some of the guys at work have been messing with them. Love them. Amazing pumps. Like I said, the only pump in 20 years that I ever paid for myself was the Yellow Jacket Bullet, and I still have it. Thing runs like a champ because I took care of it. I changed my oil. I always maintained it, so the thing ran like a champ. But their new wireless stuff out, they're the only manufacturer that makes a wireless dual port manometer, and it is on the way to me. And I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I cannot wait for it to get here because I want to play with that thing so freaking bad. Sorry for hitting the microphone. So guys, check out Yellow Jacket. Buying any tools for the summer, getting yourself all geared up for fucking, playoffs are coming, man. It's our Super Bowl. If you're in HVAC, our Super Bowl is getting ready to happen. In some places, it's already started. All right? Get yourself them new tools. Go out there, fucking rock and roll. All right? Check out Yellow Jacket at your local supply house. If it's not Yellow Jacket, then check out my friends at True Tech Tools. They have one of the best selections of HVAC tools you can possibly get. They don't sell Yellow Jacket though. But anything besides Yellow Jacket, you can get there and use discount code Uncensored to save 8% on your order. Last but not least, guys, Company Cam. I'm telling you, this app is fucking legit. All right? We are in the day and age of technology. Everybody's on their smartphones, Instagram, Facebook, boop, 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 taking pictures. Well, guess what? Our customers, the consumer, is the same way. And I know a bunch of these CRMs, House Call Pro, Service Titan, Sarah, a bunch of these. I know they have a bunch of their features, but that's not what they do. They're not a photography, a photo organizing thing. So they may do it, but they do it just good enough to say they have it. Company Cam, that is their sole purpose. That's what they do. And God damn it, they do it very good. All right. So the only app every HVAC company needs is Company Cam. Makes it dead simple to communicate, document, and problem solve with your technicians no matter where you are. Company Cam brings documentation, communication, and liability protection together in one simple, easy-to-use app for you and your entire team. Take unlimited photos and videos, share custom reports, create flawless before and afters, and even communicate and share progress with your property owners with galleries and project timelines, all from your smartphone. Company Cam is the only app every HVAC company needs. Check out companycam.com/HVAC Uncensored. You will get 14-day free trial. 14 days free. Zero, zilch, nada. Cost you nothing. If you like it after the 14 days, for being a part of HVAC Uncensored Nation, they will give you 50% off your first 2 months. And I've been messing around with Company Cam. We're gonna start using it at Beltway. It is amazing. I'm telling you, what you can do and how you can present the work and what you're doing to customers is bar none the best I've ever seen. Customers love it. I mean, I've tested it out with some sales calls, and they're like, oh my God, like, I've never seen anything like this. And that's what you want to hear. You want to set yourself apart from the next guy, the next company, which I say every podcast. And that's exactly what we're trying to do with Company Cam, and so far, so good. All right, let's get this pledge knocked out, and let's rock and roll. Oh, right then. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Five, four, three, two, one, go.
Welcome to the #1 rated HVAC podcast. If you're looking to grow in the HVAC industry, then you're in the right spot. Blue collar people talking about blue collar shit. Let's get better together. So turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelt, and let's welcome your host, Gil KV Jr.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. I am your host, Gil KV Jr. Thank you guys for coming, man. Tonight was goofy. I know we're late. I will explain that here in just 1 second. Hello to everybody in the chat. What's up, homie? Congratulations on getting your Type 1 and 2. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, brother. Thank you for being here. I know a lot of times you have to watch the replay, so that's awesome that you're able to be here live. Hughes, man, what's up, my man? How you doing, buddy? Mr. Kraus. Isaiah, what's up, little bro? Yeah, so I got a few episodes backed up, so I didn't technically have to do anything tonight, but I am a little frustrated, man, and I was very, very excited to do Blue On tonight, and I will say this. A lot of you know that I had the whole computer incident, so I was down for a couple of weeks. I think it was like two weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that, and I had to cancel 2 podcasts. Didn't want to do it. I physically, I had no way to record them. The computer with the podcast computer was down. I was fucked. So in that 2 weeks, my main focus was getting this studio back up and running. You can ask anybody around me. That was my focus. Fuck everything else. Obviously besides work and, having to go to work, but I was trying to get this thing back up and running. And Blue On is one of the ones I had to reschedule. And then Trinity Warranty is one of the ones that I had to reschedule. Trinity Warranty was awesome. As you know, we did that a few weeks ago. Was a good show. Well, Blue On, I was supposed to be there. They have their road show, and it was actually in Baltimore. And I was supposed to be a guest at the road show. Couldn't make it. Trying to get the podcast up and running. which sucks. I wanted to be there. If they were local, it would have been an amazing time. But once again, I had to get this shit up and running, you know? And that was the day that all my stuff was coming in. And anyway, we were supposed to do it tonight, and I don't think it's Blue On, so I'm not throwing shade at them. I really can't wait to redo the interview and talk to them. I love what Blue On does. I love their app. It's amazing. I know it helps, you know, hundreds of thousands of technicians out there. But if some of you don't know, when your podcast gets big enough, and I'm not saying that like, ooh, look at me, because some of my friends, my other podcasters, they know, you start to get reached out to by these agencies, and they represent these different people like Blue On and stuff like that. And they're like, hey, we would love to have so-and-so on your show. Cool. You know, if it's a cool guest, then I say yes. If it's somebody I've never heard of, I know nothing about, then I turn them down. Long story short, those people get paid when the person comes on the podcast. Well, I think those people piss me off because, long story short, they don't value our fucking time. And I know that this is not like my gig. It's not how I provide for my family, but this is still work, man. You know what I mean? And if you don't value my time, then I don't fucking value your time. So to reschedule, shit happens. I get it. But 30 minutes before a fucking podcast is supposed to start, that's a little ridiculous. So, very, very, very frustrating. Yeah, very frustrating. So, that's what happened tonight. I got a email from the agency representing Mr. Pete, and they were like, oh, yeah, he's going to have to reschedule, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? It's 30 minutes before the show was supposed to start. So, anyway, I was just going to come on. I have a podcast, a good one, an audio podcast that is going out Monday. But I wanted to come on and shoot the shit with you guys for a little bit. I know we're getting into summer, talk about a few things. What is going on with you guys? Zeke, I saw Zeke popped in. What's up, my brother? How are you guys doing? Is it... some of you, I know Zeke's Maryland, Isaiah, New Orleans. What is the weather like where you guys are? Is it already hot? You guys rocking and rolling and in full effect? In summer already? Getting your no AC calls, changing out those capacitors? What's up, Matt? So for us in Maryland, this weekend is supposed to be the grand old finale, the kickoff. We've had some warm days. It's actually been pretty nice here. Still up and down, but it's supposed to be like 95 degrees Saturday. So hopefully that jump starts our summer, you know, gets these phones ringing off the hook. Yeah, I know maybe calendar-wise there, Hughes, man, I'm just hoping that somebody tells the weatherman that. What's the weather like where you are, man? Is it already hot and heavy? So, yeah, we're planning this weekend to be all hands on deck, and everybody to rock and roll to try to maximize and get to as many customers as we possibly can. So, we'll see what happens. Yeah, definitely. I see you guys talking about hydrate. When summer comes, man, definitely be careful. I know we got to get up in those attics. We got to be outside in the heat, and that's part of what we have to do. It's part of our job, and I get that. But guys, be safe, man. Every year you hear of one of our brothers or sisters in an attic, and they don't come out, or they die of heat exhaustion. So I can try to look. I actually have a picture that I can share that gives you all the signs. I'll make sure I share it in the Facebook group, and I'll try to make it a community post on YouTube. But pretty much, if you stop sweating, then there's a problem. Okay, you're dehydrated. Make sure you take care of yourself, and drink water. What you drink the day before is what is going to take care of you the next day. You can't get to the point where you're trying to replenish as you're using it, because then you fall behind. That's how something bad happens. So definitely be careful. I couldn't imagine trying to drag one of my coworkers through an attic. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, and sadly, if you look back and you Google like the last couple of years about HVAC, you know, deaths in the summertime, it's more than we would like to think. It's actually, it's sad. It sucks because we know that it's avoidable. Oh, you're welcome, Zeke. I'm glad I could help you out, brother. So Zeke used the discount at True Tech Tools and saved himself some money. So that's awesome. I'm glad that I could help. But yeah, if you look that stuff up, man, it's actually, it's crazy. You wouldn't think that it would be that common, but it's more common than we would like to think. And the sad part is, I don't think it's like dumbass guys, you know, that just don't know. I think it's just, you know how it is. A lot of us we're macho, we're manly men. Oh, we can push through it. I can get this job done. Fuck that. You have nothing to prove to anybody about how macho you are. We are all grown-ass adults. All right? You start feeling funny, you get your happy ass out of the fucking attic, cool down, take a drink. That customer getting air conditioning is not worth your fucking life. All right? So, yeah, Kraus, I get it, man. And you got to have that mentality in this field because we do work in the elements. Depending on where you live, you know, you're sweating your nuts off, or if you're a woman, sweating your vajayjay off in the summertime, and then you're freezing your ass off in the wintertime. And that's part of what we have to do. You got to be in the elements, but you also got to be smart. All right? You're right, Matt. It is. And it's funny you say that, man. I'm glad you said that, Matt, because I remember going on vacation with my family, and obviously I'm not in the field anymore, so I think I'm getting like that pencil pusher fucking hands or something. My body's getting less adaptive. But when I was like still in the field every day, I was still a technician. I was out running calls, and we went on vacation, and it was like a amusement park. Matter of fact, I want to say it was Disney World. So it was hot as shit. And don't get me wrong, it was hot, but my family was like miserable and I was fine. I was like, this is what I do every day. Like, this is normal to me. Do you guys ever have that? You go out with your family, it's hot as hell, and don't get me wrong, it sucks, but we're kind of immune to it because we're like, yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I do every day. I'm out in the sun, so it's not really that bad. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you know, it's nuts. Oh, but before I forget, man, congrats on the YouTube channel, Hughes, man. I saw that you're fucking taking off, bro. That's awesome. I'm really happy for you. Um, I know all of you in here know. If you're watching this later and you don't know, Ryan Hughes, you know, Hughes Man HVAC, his YouTube channel is really fucking awesome, man. He started it a little while back. I forget how long it's been, but it's really taken off. His fucking content is awesome. So I was watching one of your videos the other day. So I try to watch everybody as much as I can, but you know how it is, man. When you're trying to make content, it's hard to consume content at the same time. You know, like I wish that I could be there for all my friends and watch all their shows and stuff like that, like the Overtime guys, or you know, Chris on his Monday night things, live streams. I just can't. You know, and one thing I'm gonna say, and I know this podcast has always been HVAC Uncensored, and I I keep the uncensored to a minimum. Well, not to a minimum because I speak freely, but there's some topics that I don't go after, and I don't know why I don't. But one thing that I want to say, and I don't know if you guys are in all the Facebook groups and stuff like that, and the different HVAC groups, but I find it funny. There's a bunch of these people out there that they own big companies, or there's you know, selling gurus or whatever. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm not. So please, I'm just saying this in general. But everybody thinks they can start a podcast, and um it's just funny because the guys who are genuine, you know, are the ones who end up making it. And I think some of these guys are used to their businesses and they think that they can just throw money at their podcast and it's going to grow. And I think it's so funny that it doesn't. And I don't know. I just find it hilarious. I see all these big dogs, you know, so-called big dogs in the industry popping up, and now they have podcasts and stuff like that. And I just kind of chuckle. Like any normal people who start podcasts, anybody that knows me knows that I am the first person to help them. Like our buddy Pat Finley just started his commercial refrigeration podcast. I helped him. I wish him the best. I want him to do good. Guys like him are not who I'm talking about, just so you know. I just think it's funny that some of those guys do that, and then they can't, you know, get as big as me and some of the other people. And I'm not saying that like, look at me. I find it ironic. I just find it funny that those people find something that they can't throw money at. Who are we talking about throwing some shade? No, man, it's a bunch of them, you know, and it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't even go on Facebook anymore. I really don't. I go in my Facebook group only because I have to. I mean, I've kind of got to show my face in there. Kind of the right thing to do. But I don't even go in the other groups. I stopped following a lot of people. I don't go in a lot of the different Facebook groups because I'm just getting so sick of the bullshit. I'm getting sick of the drama. And, you know, I feel like it's a Real Housewives kind of thing. And it's just, he is good, people, Hughes. He is, man. And I hope his fucking podcast blows up. Like I said, someone like him, he's a genuine dude out there trying to help people. He's not who I'm referring to by any means. But it's just, I feel like everybody is a fucking sales coach now. You know, everybody is a fucking business coach. It's just, I don't know. I never ever said anything because as long as these people are helping other people, then so be it. Who am I to judge them? I'm nobody, okay? I'm a podcaster. I put a microphone in front of me. I'm nobody, all right? I'm nobody special. I don't claim to be. Don't try to be. Yeah, I just find some of that stuff funny, man. And, you know, I try to, when I get, one thing because of the podcast, a lot of people do email me and message me because they want to try to be guided because they don't know. They see 15 different coaches. They're trying to better themselves, and they're like, who should I use? Is this good? Is that bad? And I will try to help you as much as I can because some of them out there, they are good. They are. You may not like their personality, but they are good at what they do. So that means that you can be taught by them. Doesn't mean you're going to go out for beers with them, but they can teach you, you know, how to better yourself. Oh, shit. Attaboy, Z. Just ran his third service call solo. My man. So I'm talking about, well, you learn from your pops, man. Your dad's been doing this shit for 100 years. If anybody can teach you, he can. Tell mom and dad I said hello. I love them, and we gotta do a call or something soon, man. I haven't talked to you and your parents in a little bit, so. Yeah, Zeke, you guys prepared for this weekend, man? 90-something 5 degrees. Make that money. Bad motor module. There you go. Hey, Mr. Is that Tunge? I always feel like I don't want to ever pronounce that name wrong. I was like, it's not tongue. Is it Tunge? Tunnage? Is that what you're trying to say, Mr. Tunnage? So you're in New Jersey. That's why you put the NJ? I know that you're close. You're not that far from me. Mr. Tunnage, are you working for someone? I know that you're in school. Are you out in the field actually getting some time out there, though, now? And also, buddy, thank you for watching all my videos, man. I really do appreciate that. And I know if you guys don't know who he is, Mr. Tunnage, right here, I appreciate you, buddy. He literally watches every single one of my videos, every single one of the podcasts. He's always commenting. So thank you, man. I appreciate you, buddy. I really do. Anybody who watches this, if you could, after the fact, go to the podcast Facebook page. So not the Facebook group, the page, like business. If you search like HVAC Uncensored Podcast, and if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review. So I've hired a consultant just to help, as far as social media and stuff for the podcast. And then she told me that I need to get more reviews. And normally I don't ever like asking for that, but whatever. It's like business. So if you like the podcast and you like the value, you get something from it in a positive way. If you wouldn't mind going to leave me a review, I would appreciate it. I asked you this. If it's not a 4 or 5 star, before you put a bad review, reach out to me personally. I would love to talk to you. And at the end of our talk, if you still think you want to give a bad review, then do what you got to do, But I'm looking forward to summer, man. I really am. And it's weird, somebody who was a technician and worked their way up to get out of the field, to be in the office, to run a company, to be the COO of a company. I'm proud that I was able to do that. But part of me now, I'm not going to lie, is itching that I want to get back out there and run some calls. Obviously, I can't do it on a full-time basis because that's not what I'm paid to do. I got to run the business and make sure we're making money and all those things. But I want to get back out there and, ride with the guys and run a couple of calls and get out there and get my hands dirty, man, because I miss it and I love this trade. It's the reason that I've been doing it for so long. I grew up in this fucking industry. I remember holding the flashlight for my dad, while he was charging up my grandmother's unit at fucking like 9:30 at night, and I'm sitting there watching him while he's putting the gauges on to charge it up so my gran had some AC. HVAC, I just feel like it's in my blood. I couldn't imagine. I mean, well, is there other things that I could do or I would enjoy doing? Yeah, of course there is. But I really do love this trade. I really do. I think that's what kind of made me want to do this podcast, is because I wanted to try to give back to it. And I'm not the smartest technical guy. I don't know everything by any means. But, hey, if we can come on here and just create some discussions that help guys grow, talk about some topics that make guys think about something, and then that thought leads to an action that betters them, then so be it. That means I'm providing some good, and I'm okay with that. I don't need to be the smartest guy, the best technician in the world. I don't need to be the best business owner, the best business manager, whatever. I don't need to be the best at anything. And this is what I tell everybody else. Be the best version of you. Just like we tell our technicians, and I know that people always want to compete. They always want to compete with things, and when it comes to like average ticket or revenue, the guys always compete against each other. It's a friendly contest. And I get that. That's kind of built in you, that competitive spirit inside of a person. But I always tell people, the only person you compete with is yourself. Be better today than you were yesterday. And if you literally keep doing that and and grow, and you got to push yourself, man. And one thing that I do want to say is, guys, please take care of yourself. If you guys have not went to the doctors, and I hate to flip-flop around, I just don't want to forget this. A lot of people know that I've had some health issues, and, I was an idiot in the past, between doing drugs and dumb shit, and I did a lot of dumb stuff to my body. I've been fortunate to get through a lot of things, but I had a scare recently, and it was my fault. I would go to the doctors. They tell me to get a blood test, and you got to fast for it. So I got to go there early in the morning. I can't eat or drink anything. So I push it off, and it just wouldn't go. Well, if I would have got that blood test, the results would have shown that I'm diabetic. So, yeah. So I had a scare over the weekend where I felt like total dog shit, and yeah, I could have been in a diabetic coma, could have been in could have went to sleep and not woke up. So don't be stupid like me. listen to your body, go to the doctors, guys. Doesn't matter, or girls, guys, gals, whoever it is. Does not matter how macho you are. Go get yourself checked out. Make sure you take care of yourself. I feel like I'm a cat, and I feel like I've used 9 lives, and I need to be careful and make sure that I'm kind of weary to take care of things and not push them off, because I don't know how many opportunities I have left. I think I've used all those 9 lives. So, let me see. Book. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. I just, anybody who knows me in real life knows that I'm a positive person. I try to put positive vibes out into the world, positive vibes to the people that I talk to and that I interact with. And I feel like if you put that out, you get it back. So I do agree with you. Thank you. Just being negative and pissed off and shitty all day just really doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help anything. And I just, I don't want to live like that. Oh, Kraus, yeah. All the guys that work for us know that even if I'm not out running calls every day, if they call me and ask a question or something, I will go out there to help them, all the time. So I guess I do go in the field. The guys do see me, but I guess I want to actually like not ride with somebody and just hop in a van and just run my own fucking calls. And Ryan, the owner, wants to do the same thing. He does it. He'll go out and run calls, and Ryan can, he can generate some revenue like with the best of them. So, sorry, I'm trying to go back and look at some of your guys' comments. Yeah, Matt, that's what I was thinking. Tonnage. I figured that's what he meant and just spelled it different. I hope I'm right. Isaiah, Gil, I've got my own service page. Good shit, buddy. Where you have service page like a website or like a Facebook page? What do you mean, buddy? Hughes, that's funny. Well, you do YouTube, man, so you know what it is putting in the work. And I'm not saying by any means that doing a podcast is hard. It's you just got to put in the time to do it. Lennox. Kelly is so me and Kelly are still good friends, man. Me and Kelly, when we split up, it wasn't like a bad thing. Kelly's still one of my best friends. Kelly was very passionate about some other things like high performance coaching and stuff like that. And you could just tell that he didn't have the passion for the podcast anymore. And it's like I said, it takes a lot out of you. It's a lot of work, It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And oh, it is Tongue, Mr. Tongue. Oh, all right. Well, I was wrong. So yeah, and me and Kelly talked, and he wanted to pursue other avenues. Now he's my friend. I want him to be happy. And if it wasn't doing the podcast, it wasn't doing the podcast. So that's what Kelly's doing. Kelly's got some things going on in his life that I know just happened that are not for me to tell. But yeah, he's doing good. I know him and his wife Rachel just went on like an awesome vacation. They were like in Bermuda, or they were somewhere tropical. So, yeah, Kelly's doing good. Like I said, me and Kelly are still friends. Same as we've always been. He just wanted to pursue some other avenues, and I support him in doing that. So now you just get to look at my ugly mug. And normally I have guests when they actually fucking show up. But I still have a lot of good guests, man. That's one thing. The podcast has been booked out for a good while. So that's another thing that pisses me off when somebody doesn't show up like that. Because I feel like it's a wasted spot. Somebody else could have taken it. But it is what it is. No, I just left school on the way home. Oh, all right. So, Tongue, is your school like... that's all you're doing right now? So you're not doing anything for work? I mean, not trying to be like personal, like you're a psychiatrist or nothing. So you're just going to school for HVAC? That's kind of like full time what you're doing right now? So Lennox, obviously it doesn't say a name, just Lennox. I hope that answered your question. Hughes. uh, that's funny. Yeah, so I'm pretty pumped, man. As some of you, my friends, if you're actually friends with me on Facebook, the State of Maryland High School Sports Network put out the top, I want to say 100, 100, probably 100 ranked baseball players in the state of Maryland, and my oldest son was 11th. He was actually, I'm pretty sure he was the highest ranked pitcher. I think there was another kid above him that is a pitcher, but he plays second base. So anyway, yeah, so I was pretty pumped. My son's team won the regional championship. Tomorrow they play in the state semifinals. So yeah, pretty pumped, man. So that means my son was on the top 100 for Maryland. He was like 19th for football total, so that's every position, ranked 19th total, and 11th for baseball. So pretty pumped, man. Trying to keep that kid focused so he realizes his God-given talent and can do something with it. And he always jokes, he's like, I'll just come work for you, Dad. I'm like, the fuck you will. I'm like, not saying that's a bad thing and that won't ever happen, but I want you to use your gift and go do it as long as you possibly can. And when that time runs out, if you got to come work for Dad, then so be it. But I want you to, I want you to stay on that ship, ride that car until the fucking wheels fall off. So that's cool, Tongue. School district. Matter of fact, now that you say that, I remember you saying that you did work for a school district. So that's my bad. When will you be finished school? How much longer do you have to go? Sorry, something popped up on the goddamn screen. What? Oh. Putting in the wrong fucking password. I was really, really excited about having Blue on, man, because their app is awesome. So check their website because they are on their local road show. I want to say that they're up in New York, New Jersey area, or that may have already happened. Actually, I think it already happened for you, Tongue. I was going to say, because my buddy, if you don't listen to them, the HVAC Jerks podcast, Rich and all those guys, awesome dudes, and they do an awesome podcast. And I know I saw them. They were doing something. They were going to be guests at the show, at the road show for Blue On up in their area, which is like what I was going to do here, but I didn't go. So maybe they got a right to not show up. Maybe I'm kind of a dick. Maybe it's my fault. Yeah, me too, man. Hughes, I was too, man. I really, and hopefully I can work it out to get them back on. I get it. Shit happens. It sucks when it's 30 minutes beforehand. So we'll see. But I got my Blue On hat is right. You're not gonna see it because the camera fades out the back, but it's sitting right there. Do 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 do. Yeah. So, one thing I have been doing, Hughes, is I've been trying to film some more, like YouTube videos, different topics. And I have a couple that I got to finish editing. I'm going to start trying to get them out one by one. I was always so anal with YouTube videos. I mean, podcasts, when you do them live, it's a little bit different. And there's not really any kind of like the audio, you have to edit the audio, but that's not as hard or as bad as trying to do like a whole video and add different things in. I was always like too hard on it. I know you are. See, Blue On came in. I know you are. I was so excited for Blue On to come on, but we'll reschedule it. It sucked. I was so happy, and like I said, I know that I had to cancel on you guys because of the computer crash, and I was so happy that was able to get it rescheduled. So thank you for coming on. Hopefully we can get it, rescheduled to do something soon. But yeah, I would say, I mean, and I'm not even saying that because I was talking about them before they came, but Blue On, the two best apps that I think are for HVAC technicians, and there's quite a few, but the two, if I had to put two where are the best, I would say it's Blue On and Measure Quick. So we make all of our technicians use the Measure Quick app. They have to do screenshots of it and put it on every call. It just helps you be more thorough, do a better job at what you're doing. And me too, Hughes. Me too, buddy. They'll come on. Like I said, I was looking forward to this one, man. And I had a podcast last night with somebody else, that lady that had to cancel, so. Oh, nice. That's cool, Kraus. You and Ryan did a little live stream. I try to come check out yours, Ryan. Like I said, man, I forget the different nights, and I try to check them out when I can. A lot of times I watch them, but they're after the fact, so it doesn't really help. You get a view for it, but I'm not there for it live. So I do appreciate you guys that come out and watch this live. Oh, I didn't even realize you have a channel. Oh shit, Kraus, I didn't know that, man. I'll make sure that I go on and I'll follow you, buddy. I didn't even know. I read that wrong. I thought you said that you went on, had me on. Oh, he did. Okay. I read it wrong, but I didn't read it right. So you were on his channel, but you have your own channel. That's awesome, dude. Good for you, Kraus. That's good shit, Jake. Yeah. One thing about YouTube, man, it's about consistency. I have that kind of, like, I was always so fucking anal that I would shoot a video and it would be like it wasn't good enough. I had to redo it. And then it would never go out. It's like, just make something and just put it out, And I should know better, because when I first started doing the podcast, if you go back and listen to the first episodes, they sound like holy dog shit. But you just keep doing it. You get consistent, and it gets better as you go. Same with YouTube, so I should know that. So that's why when people do that, I give people nothing but credit, man. You take that leap to do it, good for you, man. Just put it out. Exactly. I thought they said just pulled it out. I was like, hey, man, I know it's uncensored there, Hughes, man, but let's keep it a little bit more PG, my friend. But no, he's right. Just put it out. And it's funny, you watch some of the YouTubers and they say there's something, it's called GAS syndrome, gear acquisition syndrome. And I know I have that shit, man, because I was a tool whore when it came to that too. I was a tool whore when it came to being a technician. I liked having nice things because this was my job. It's what I did every day. So if there was a tool that was going to, make my job easier or better at my job or whatever, I would get it. But I had all the stuff I used. Even if there was a tool that I was only going to use 2-3 times a year, but for those 2-3 times, it was going to save me from having a headache, well, it was worth having it. kept it on the truck. So when I got into this whole world, it was like, oh, well, I got to have the SM7B microphone because Joe Rogan has it. Or, oh, I got to get a new camera. Or, I got to get a better computer and blah, blah, blah. And do you need all this stuff? No, you don't. I'm fortunate enough that, you know, now the podcast is a business and it produces revenue. So now it's okay to upgrade some of these things, even though I upgraded things because I had to, not because I wanted to. But it's different. But in the beginning, if you're going to start a podcast, you're going to start a YouTube channel, just start. Just do it. Yeah, just do it. Probably shouldn't say that because I'll have to pay Nike. Fuck them. That's awesome, Tongue. I don't know if you answered already. I didn't see it. How much longer do you have school, buddy? And that's one thing that's funny about this podcast is, like this stuff gets views after the fact. For some reason, it's not linking up with Facebook. I don't know what's going on with this Restream account. But between the 3 different platforms, sometimes we'll have like, you know, 100, 150 people watching. But a lot of the Facebook people in the group, they don't comment. They don't say anything. So it's weird. But this podcast normally it does well on the audio version. The audio downloads is where it really does well. I would like to get it to the point where we can get a couple hundred people in here on the video podcast and interact with people because that's fun. That's what I would love to do is to meet people, talk to them, and shoot the shit about the trade. But we'll get there. No rush. But it says we are putting out 4K, 3840 by 2160. We have a 13,683 kilobits per second. It is 30 FPS. We have 2-second keyframe intervals. It is live and the production is excellent. Thank you, Restream. I don't know what I'd do without your amazing facts you give me over here. Oh, thanks, Zeke. Yeah, man. Oh, I love it, Hughes. I really do, man. So I went all out this time. So I got one of the new I got a custom one of the new Mac Studios. That's amazing. So right here I have a 49-inch curved monitor, and then I have the two 27-inch curves. So I almost have like a full 180 degree. I'll take some pictures and post it. People always ask me to see it, or I'll make a video, but I don't know. I feel like a douchebag when I post stuff about the studio, but a bunch of people have asked to see it, so maybe I'll make a video showing people. But yeah, I love it. But this time for storage, I have this thing in the back. It's called a NAS, network attached storage, and I have I have 40 terabytes of storage. So it has 4 bays. I have 4 10 terabyte drives in there, and it has something where I don't know all this, man. I have friends help me that know more about this, but it's called RAID, redundant array of independent disk. I think that's it. So pretty much like a disk could fail and I would still be fine. My computer could die and I still have all my information, and it's all wireless. It connects to my network and I can literally go on, and it literally says it's called Uncensored Studios. I click on it. It has all my information. Now my Time Machine backups go to that. And I also have, they call them UPS, like the surge protector with the battery powered backup. So the computer and everything is plugged into this backup thing that if I was ever to lose power, it'll still run. I think it gives me like an hour of runtime. Plus it's all backed up, so no electronics can mess up the computer. And I also have another one back there that is the NAS is plugged into. So, yeah. Cost me a little bit of money, and I mean, I really wasn't trying to do that. It was definitely unexpected, but I really didn't have any choice, and I was trying to hurry up and get everything back up and running because I didn't want to have to keep, rescheduling guests and stuff like that because I hate to do that. So. Daniel Caswell, what the fuck is up, my man? Have not seen you in here in a while. If that's the same one, that seems like a pretty specific name. I can't imagine it's a different one, but if it is, I'm sorry. If it's the same one, what's up, brother? Yeah, so it's all cool. I highly suggest it because I was doing those backups on Mac, the time machine things, and I lost some data. Thank God that I had just enough to be okay. But like this scene you're seeing right now, but how I have like the different scenes, if I have different people, all of those scenes were gone. I had to recreate all of them. Thank God I had enough of the pieces and the logos and different things to be able to do it. But yeah, it sucked. So I'm glad it's over, and I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't happen again. That is you. That's awesome, Daniel. I'm glad to see you, buddy. I get it, brother. We all get busy. Thanks for coming out, though. But anyway, I know this is kind of a goofy show tonight. I didn't really talk about Dick. We just kind of bullshitted around for a little bit. I will get everything rescheduled with Blue On. We will get all that worked out. Let me see if I can look at... Mr. Jose Santos, what's up, my brother? Come check this. Sorry. Ryan, if you're watching this, I just saw your video and almost pissed myself laughing. Ryan that I work with. Sorry, Hughes, not you, buddy. What was I doing? Yeah, calendar. I'm trying to look at some of the guests coming up. Let's see. I don't know, it's acting funny. I can't see the names. But we have a bunch of them, and then some other people that I'm trying to get to come on. Hughes, TrueTech has been one for a while. It was just like different as far as how we did it, but yeah, I've been working with them for a while. Yeah, Mr. Bill and Eric and them over there, they're awesome. They are good people, very, very good people. And then Mr. Bill's son, I'm pretty sure his name is Bill too. He's junior. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen, some of you, like, that's cool, man, seeing some people that popped out. Yeah, Bill G, I was going to say, I thought it was Bill Jr., because a lot of times he's the one that you deal with for the most part. It's not Mr. Bill and Eric anymore. So... all right, but I'm going to probably going to wrap this up, man. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, it's Billy. So thank you guys for coming out, sitting here bullshit with me, shooting the shit, man. I know this was a goofy episode. It probably won't make for a very good audio version, so I probably won't put this out as an audio podcast. It'll be just our thing, all right? This is just here for us. So... it's all good. I got some in the queue to put out for audio. That'll be good. But yeah, something like this wouldn't make sense. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, man. Guys, be safe out there. For real. But yeah, I'm going to close this out. I got to go pick up my son from his little wifey's house. Nah, he's got a little girlfriend, man. She's a good girl. I just got to make sure I keep this kid focused. You know what I mean? Hey, if you listen to it, man, I'll put the audio out. But, yeah, thank you guys, man. I'll start closing this out. So, guys, it really means a lot if you follow me on all the different social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, if you go like the pod. You don't have to. I know some people aren't Facebook people, and I don't blame you. If you just like the actual Facebook page, like the business page, and then leave a review, that would mean the world to me. Follow me on Instagram, on YouTube if you're not already. Subscribe on there, and download the podcast. It means a lot. So I'm going to, now that the summer's coming, I'm going to try to get back into some of the giveaways and be able to give some things back to you guys. But I want to make sure that the loyal listeners are the ones who are winning things, not the randos. So going to start doing that here soon. Got some things. The website is almost done with the merch store. A lot of people always ask me for shirts and hats and stuff like that, which is awesome. I appreciate you guys wanting to rock my brand. That's going to be in the store. All that stuff is almost done. The holdup has really been me, not the guys making it. So we should have that done here soon. But I really do thank you guys for your support. I really do. I hope you guys are ready for summer. You guys are going to go out there and kick ass. Go out there and help as many change people's lives as much as you possibly can. And it's funny when you go out and you worry about the customer, about the people, and you literally try to be thorough and do the best fucking job you can do. That's all you worry about, the money just comes. When you worry about the money, you don't make it. It's weird how that works. So just go out there and do a good job. Like we talked about earlier, be safe, man. Okay? Be safe, be smart. Don't try to be a tough guy or tough girl. You have nothing to prove to anybody. We all got somebody to go home to, all right? So make sure you're staying hydrated. You're taking care of yourself. Go to the doctors, get checked out, all right? I don't want to look in a Facebook post or hear on the news that we lost another HVAC brother and sister from something that could have been prevented, all right? So thank you guys. I appreciate you, man. I love you guys. I really, really do. It's funny that we're all friends, and as people, you don't have to. It just proves that you can build bonds and relationships, and you don't have to see those people every day. You don't have to see those people at all. So it's cool, man. I really, really do. All the people who support me, I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do. I can't give enough thanks to you. You guys are the reason that I've been doing this for 5 years, and I don't want to stop. So, yeah. Guys, remember, be safe out there, all right? We all got somebody to make it home to, all right? Do the little things. Set yourself apart from the next guy, the next company. We've been talking about that for the last 5 years, about different little things, big things. Your attitude, looks, appearance, communication, technical stuff, all those things that you can do to set yourself apart, all right? Do that. I love you guys. I thank you for support. All you guys in the chat, thank you for sitting here listening to me fucking ramble tonight. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there. Go check out everybody's YouTube channels. If you're watching this later, you got Coolin' with Kraus HVAC has got a YouTube channel. Ryan Hughesman HVAC has an awesome YouTube channel. Go support those, man. This is all brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever, familyhood, because there's women. We all support each other. That's why I try to go follow all these guys and watch their videos and their live streams and support them just as much as they support me, because we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to give back to a trade that we love. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. All right. I'm going to stop talking. I love you guys, man. Until next week. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored Podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.
Have a good night. Appreciate you guys.